The anniversary of my channel is coming up. It's been a full year of Gerewolf already. Can't believe it. What am I even gonna do for it? I have no idea, other than just playing games and just being stupid. Oh well. At least I have one thing I could do that's not really a gamer thing, is catch up on my reading.
Hey, Kurt.
Where'd you come from?
How about for your anniversary of your channel, you just do a top 5 games that are your favorites for a video?
How am I supposed to do that? I don't even know the first thing about stuff like that. Well, then there's my Just Dance video that's doing very well.
Just do your favorite videos and you'll be alright.
Well, I guess I could use my comedy and sense of humor. I feel like it'd be a great idea. Maybe I actually could do that. It would really be a good idea to channel. Thanks, Where'd he go? Oh well, I should go start recording.
Hey guys, it's nice to see you again, and my brother is right. It's time to take a stroll down memory lane. Believe it or not, this actually was his idea to do this for my anniversary of the channel. I couldn't really think of any. So, we just are going to look back on all the games I've played. And let's just say I've played a lot of games. Both demos, early access, and full-out releases. And they've all have been all over the place views-wise. But specifically for this video, I wanted to go with the games that I think were the top 5 that I've played this year. And also, if this video does get 10 likes, maybe I'll consider doing a demo and early access video for my top as well, since those games do need some love as well. I can't believe it. A full year ago, I was some dork in his backyard talking about how I didn't have equipment and had to get things together before I could start this channel. Without further ado, let's get into the top 5 games I have played this year. There is a reason this game came in as number 5 because of a lot of factors. Now, I would love to put this one higher in the list, but I can't for certain reasons. And that game is Fuser. Fuser is an ongoing musical festival where you got to basically become a DJ and celebrate the music in your own way. Each disc that was in the game, song-wise, had 4 parts to it that you could play together or separately with other songs. You could also use instruments and effects to make the song sound even better, even save your own mixes and post your own events. You could also go into battles and do co-op freestyle with other people. Now, the reason why this game is not higher on the list is because sadly Fuser just recently this year has been delisted from major gaming sites, and all DLCs have been delisted as well. The only people who can play it now are those who have purchased it. It's really sad to see because they didn't really say why this game failed. I even checked all kinds of things on the internet to know like what's going on with my Fuser. I didn't even know about it. That's how like little people told about this situation. But I'm just very happy to see that this game gave me a lot of happiness with my life, because as soon as I started playing this game, I actually developed my first ever online character, DJ Cosmic Werewolf, which eventually evolved into Gerewolf, which eventually got me the idea to start this YouTube channel. Fuser was a great game, and still is for me. I still play it every once in a while, and if you want to see my mixes, you can check out my Instagram where I do post a few of them. The other thing I'd like to mention is I have a special mix I made that's you can see in the video right now called Music 30 Years. You can check that out on my Instagram if you want to see the video of that. But the game was so much fun, and I really hope one day that Fuser does come back, like either in a Fuser 2 form or just something, because like I said, this was a great game and it's sad to see it go. Coming in at number 4 is actually 112 Operator. Now, many of you are probably wondering why I picked this game of all things. Well, I like emergency dispatch games. That was something that really made me happy. And the fun part about this is not only that I introduced character Perry Gates, the news reporter, but I also got to just really experiment, because this game had the ability to do really hard difficulty with few units and pretty much actually solving as many emergencies as you can to stay above positive reputation. That's why in this recent video I've been doing this, resulting in me learning that more difficult games are really fun to play, especially since you get the idea that everything's not going to be easy. It's hard to respond to calls and get everything taken care of, especially when you're playing the scenarios and getting disasters taken care of. It's a really fun game, and it really took me a long time to actually get this good at it. I've played it for so long, but I usually played it on easy mode and not hard mode. And I'll tell you what, it's a good thing if you are looking for a challenge. It is available on PC and phone, but also on other things such as consoles. I would say give it a try if you're looking for a simple game with a little bit of challenge. If you want to check out any of these videos or playlists, they will be linked in the description so you can watch me play the game or get an idea of what the game was like. All the footage you see here has been already recorded either from previous videos, or if I just decide I need to record new footage just to have it ready and do some few jokes and all that. But let's move on to number 3. actually the Cook Serve Delicious series. I had so much fun with this, and not too long ago, Vertical Incorporated announced that they'll be doing a remastered version of the first game available for newer consoles, so I'll be playing that on my Switch this fall. But they also announced Cook Serve Forever, a spin-off series to the game. Now, personally, it doesn't appeal much to me, but that's not what this video was about. Cook Serve Delicious is such a fun game because the entire gameplay involves you having to get every single order perfect. But not only that, orders can be vary in complexity. People can order different things on the same meal. Meals can take longer to cook or a short time to cook, but there's not just that too. You also have to constantly focus on dishwashing, taking out the trash, taking care of bugs, stopping robbers, cleaning the toilets, and so much more while you were cooking meals for everyone else. This really made the game very challenging, and the best part is that it's very hard to get gold. The reason why is because you have to go an entire shift without any errors. Everything must be perfect, orders must be fulfilled, and everything must turn out alright. While the second game had a very small storyline, which is that you're funding your own restaurant, I personally created a restaurant that has a multiple menu tabs spanning across the different kinds of food and courses meals of the day, but also has a giant sign that says food to indicate that you are eating, and if you are not, you should purchase something to eat because you are in a restaurant after all. But regardless, it's really fun, especially when rush hour comes in. You just think everything's calm. Start getting orders ready. You want the bread sandwich, right? I can't remember exactly what you want. Hang on, sir. I can definitely get that ready for you. I'm so sorry. Please, I'm just one man. Why do you all look ticked right now? I can't stand it. Oh, okay. It's over. Thank goodness. Well, that was fun. The third game in the franchise actually had a lot more story to it. So it takes place in the United States in 2035, I believe it is. I can't remember exactly. What's that year? It's probably on my screen right now. Regardless, the United States was after a massive war. What started the war? I have no idea. I haven't played the full game yet, but still hasn't gotten to the point. I don't think it's ever going to tell me what happened. But basically, life was pretty good. Restaurants were expanding, and your own in the Trigon Tower was doing very well. Until it blew up like 15 seconds into the game. Yeah, not much explanation there. Guess your life kind of turned upside down a little bit. Ironically, these two robots, Cleaver and Whisk, find you and then decide to help you by making their truck for search and rescue into a food truck. Because nothing seems more important than food trucks over health and safety. Yeah! Regardless, it still follows the same path line, and it's a lot harder because there are no side dishes anymore. You must serve, again, perfect orders. But the problem is, especially if you want to unlock more levels, you must keep serving and get gold on multiple levels. It's difficult, but it's definitely a good Switch game to pick up and have some fun with. And personally, I've had a lot of fun with it too. And just because this game is so fun, let me go cook something for you guys. Okay, like that. Maybe not exactly like that. I don't think that's right. Is that supposed to be on fire? I don't think so. That's not good. Yeah, so it turns out I don't know how to cook. Just gotta be prepared. I did tell him to bring the hazmat truck. Everybody knows that food I made is a hazmat. Yeah, it's day 2 of recording this, that's why I'm in a different shirt. But before we get into number 2, I need to make a quick phone call. Okay.
Welcome to 189.16, The Stream. Caller, you're talking to Forrest Nash.
Hey Forrest, thanks for having me on the show.
Are you calling in to guess that scream?
Actually, no. I'm calling to talk about your game, Killer Frequency. Killer Frequency is a game that takes place in the 1980s as you play as Forrest Nash, who moved from Chicago to the small town of Gallows Creek to the radio station known as KFAM. He works alongside with his little broadcasting booth buddy, Peggy, a really nice girl who just wants to help make sure everything goes right and be friendly to a thing or two. But the big part about the game is that, well, the Whistling Man is come again. The Whistling Man is this guy. He was a serial killer back in the 50s in Gallows Creek and has returned possibly again. Nobody can figure out if he's a ghost or if he's the killer has came back. But you quickly learn problems arise. As the sheriff is killed, the deputy is knocked out, and one of the local officers, who was actually the 911 dispatcher, must head over to one of the towns that are about 2 to 3 hours away to get reinforcements to stop the serial killer. It is your job to become the 911 operator and help make sure every single person stays alive, and unravel who is the Whistling Man. Could this be the return of a killer, a new person, or a ghost coming back from the dead? All you know is it's a really fun game. There's tons of clever jokes with its dark humor, including road names and buildings, as you can see here. Things like Ambrosia, if you remember from The Sims, Dinkley, now that's funny,
and are things that are very fun to see around the lot. Even better is that you can even see like the killer shot is obviously a joke at the exact title itself, the little basketball you can throw your crumpled up papers in. This game is really fun and allows you to think on your feet. You even have to leave the desk from the operation to go to other rooms throughout the building and find little things that can help you. While investigating the items, you can find out helpful clues to help keep people alive. Forrest, I just have to say I love your game, and I'd love to see a prequel to this game taken back into the 50s or see a sequel in a modern era. But it was really cool, and I'm happy that I got to play it. Hey, speaking of which, can I get one of those K-Fan mugs? And after I get off this call, can I request Step into Twilight? I really like that song. Uh-oh. Forrest, I might have to call you back in a few minutes.
Sit tight while the record spins, folks. This one goes out to you.
We are finally here. #1 game I played this year, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about it because this is going to be so cool. Drum roll, please. What do you mean we don't have a budget for that? Oh well, I'll still announce it anyway. What takes the #1 place in games I have played this year is the prequel to Road 96, Road 96, Mile Zero. When I first heard it announced, it was actually a few days before its release, and I just had to instantly play it. What was really fun about it is just that it really expanded upon the game. In the previous Road 96, you played as hitchhiking kid trying to escape the country of Petria, hitting to the border and escape the country. Now, Petria is a totalitarian government that's more of a desert climate that has a lot of things that have problems. That's why you are trying to flee. In this game, we learn more about Zoe. Now, in the previous game, Road 96, Zoe mentioned she left at the beginning of the summer. She went to a prep school, lived in a large house, and her father is a minister of oil. That's all we pretty much knew, and that she had to leave home. But we didn't know why she left home. So it's amazing to get this expansion on the character. Now, it was also really cool because we also got to see original characters such as Officer Fanny, Alex, John, Jared, Sonia, and many more. One of the things I am sad about is we didn't really get to see Stan or Mitch in the new prequel because I love those guys. They're so cool birds. They're criminals and, well, they won't mind giving you a ride somewhere safe. What's even better is we get some new characters such as Tyrek's son, President Tyrek, Mr. Mueller, Zoe's father. We learn about Zoe's mother a little bit more. We learn about the current state of the country. We learn about Kaido, Zoe's best friend, Aya, Kaido's possible romantic interest from the past, and Kaido's parents, who are wonderful people, I might add. But this story basically follows Zoe as she and Kaido work together because Zoe, in this case, doesn't know what the truth is. In the previous game, you selected between 3 separate categories of revolutionary, moderate, and just trying to escape, impacting your game over time kind of like a butterfly effect. In this game, it's more separated into 2 categories. For Zoe, when you're playing as her character, it's between certainty. It's where she feels like the country is the truth, or if she should question what the country is involved in. And for Kaido, it is the exact problem he is experiencing too. He is between revolutionary, believing in the Black Brigades, or questioning it as well. There are multiple endings to this game, and it's really fun. But the newest addition to the game that I really love is rides. Rides are small sequences where you play kind of like a mini game inside the game, collecting points, trying to get the S+ rank, and getting to see part of the character's thing. Whether it's living in the memories of Kaido, escaping a bodyguard, seeing the 2 split worlds, reliving 1986 trauma, seeing Adam try to fall in love with Sonia, seeing what 10 more years of Tyrek is like, stopping a Tai Chi cult, experiencing a world outside Petria, stealing a government file, and escaping the country. Each ride is unique and has a great soundtrack, which I definitely recommend checking out. It's available on iTunes and Spotify, and it's even available here on YouTube if you want to watch it too. I love that game so much, and I just couldn't stop playing it as soon as I got it. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video, because this took a lot of work. I was really exhausted from my trip, and I'm happy I'm back, and we got a full year coming ahead. There's also another video that's a little more serious of a special announcement I had to make that you'll see here at the end, so you'll be prepared to just get ahead with that. Also, all videos here you can actually watch in the description. I have all the videos and playlists linked in the description so you can see exactly how fun those games were and experience them for yourselves as well. But as always, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my content, and just help me out by liking the video, because that really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps us find. It's been a full year of Gerewolf, and I'll see you guys again soon with a new year. Bye! I've been thinking about doing these after credits scenes pretty often now. Well, more like after end card scenes. But my trip to the UP was really fun, and I got to do a lot of things. It was really exhausting, and normally if I'm exhausted after a vacation, it was really fun. It was my brother's last fishing tournament, so it'd be really
nice to have fun and see him do well in that too. But yeah, I just think I should do more end credit scenes.